Ace's Playroom greets you with bright colors and toddler toys.
Ace was just the happiest little guy, I ever dreamed of having.
In the place where he once played, the memories seem to take shape.
Go Big Red!
You see his smile, hear his sweet sounds, and envision what might have been.
I just felt like, how do I make it through the next day? I have nothing to look forward to. I mean, he was my world. Why do I even want to, move forward when I revolve my whole life around him?
Go Big Red!
This would be Ace Moudy's last night, on Daddy's shoulders, grinning at Mom, ready to watch Husker softball.
And I remember calling my mom that night and just being like, this was the most perfect night.
The next morning, April 6, 2019, the unthinkable.
I walked up into his room and he was lying there, and I rubbed his back and he didn't respond, and I kept talking to him and he didn't respond, and that's when I picked him up and he was gone.
SUDC is sudden unexplained death in childhood, and it's a category of death.
A category. Despite an autopsy and lots of tests, the cause is unknown.
And they really don't know a specific answer of why a perfectly healthy child passes away.
Mike and Megan considered moving out of this Papillion house they shared with Ace, but that didn't feel right.
I just want our future kids to have all the things he had, and I feel like coming back here, it's all good memories and all the little quirks he had.
Ace isn't done spreading joy. Both Mike and Megan are former Husker athletes. Megan played softball at UNL, and the department is now working to get this playground, Ace's Place, built at the field. Mike played football at Nebraska, and former Husker Eric Crouch's company will help build it.
The last place we spent with him that night before he passed away was the Nebraska softball field. He was playing in the grassy area right where this playground will go, so it's just really symbolic that all this came together.
Good, there you go.
And the reach doesn't stop there. This week, a group of former college softball players held a camp at Millard West. They raised more than $1,000 for the SUDC Foundation. The foundation helps fund further genetic testing for families. The Moudys will be getting that too. And it connects families who've lost a child in this way. Support Mike and Megan have cherished and plan to be part of going forward.
And hopefully helping others who are walking the same walk to be able to navigate, because that's ultimately what we want to be. We want people to look at us and say, well, they got through it, I can get through it too. And that's ultimately what's kind of driving us forward.
Because as days, weeks, and months pass, Mike and Megan say it's not about what might have been, but the beautiful life that was.
That's what I would say. It's just the way we ended up looking at it was there was one terrible memory here and a million happy ones, and we wouldn't trade 19 months for anything.
And what's yet to be for others in Ace's name.
A place to go that's only going to bring good memories for people, fun, and a place where we can go, we can bring our future kids, we can bring his cousins, and just remember all the amazing memories we made in such a short amount of time.
There's a fundraising effort underway for the playground. You can find that and more information on SUDC with this story on 3newsnow.com.